there's a lot of facets at work, and the question is how do they come together?
To me, that's one of the low-hanging fruit in any of these crisis situations. Who do I go to for XYZ topic? Who's the common group for that?
Yeah, who's the expert and who's it the best, and why am I trying to reinvent it in my own little sphere?
I might challenge that a little bit, not who's the expert, but what community has the expertise that can come together
Yeah.
to make that effect.
What community has the expertise? That works.
Yeah.
Any other insights? Yes.
One of the things that I was noticing is vocabulary issues. There doesn't seem to be a cohesive vocabulary going on. Like when I go to, I'm a geek. In fact, a lot of people were like, Sloana, why are you coming to this? And I said, because there's no better example of open data standards in crisis. So for me, when I come in, I like to learn the language. And I'm not seeing a cohesive one that y'all have here.
Yeah.
So it's been interesting in regards to that, but like trying to figure out some common vocabulary in regards to that. You know, what do you mean on a lot of the different terms? Because nothing shows that better to me than managing the grid. Because normally, this is a smaller bar camp. I'll do bar camps that are like 400, 600 people, and the only way that you know how to choose which one to go to is vocabulary. And, you know, something that like kind of hashes out some of the terminology in regards to the training and, you know, those exercises or the setups or whatever you want to call them, or some of those different aspects, and trying to help create some of that, because I think that influences a lot of your public perception. Is when you don't have this cohesive vocabulary, you know, there's no way to become a part of the group because it doesn't actually exist. Does that make sense?
But are we embarking on something where, like, maybe that might be part of the challenges that we all have had, perhaps?
I just think out loud, we're not going to come up with a unified theorem of humanitarianism. It's not going to happen, right?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about crisis in general, like what some of the different aspects of, like, I heard first responders, and that seemed to be pretty cohesive in regards to that. But things like risk management and all these other different concepts, you know, in business, those are defined. In tech, those are defined. And I'm not hearing anything that's defined in that way. And I'm not looking for humanitarianism. I'm just looking for some of those different concepts.
And I'll tell you that varies local level, state level, federal level, internationally.
Mm-hmm.
There's massive efforts to create a common lexicon in the emergency responder community, but a lot of people still think of the emergency responder community as firefighters and policemen and people that are on the front lines, and not people like myself or people who work for FEMA who are part of that community, but we're desk jockeys 90% of the year until the hurricane hits and we're all in the field administering programs.
Mm-hmm.
So just there's so much variance, and it's, you know, military has a completely different lexicon than civilians. So it does exist. There are some efforts to do it, but it causes a lot of heartburn to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to say that it's going to happen, but it's not going to happen soon.